Alright, so for hi-hats, you're going to want to come into basically your okay, let's say you have a melody, right? Alright, let's say you have a melody, right? So this is on pattern 1. I'm gonna click the plus sign to add a new pattern. I'm gonna call it drums. Drop it down below my pattern, and then go to your packs, find your 808s, your hi-hats, and then just depending on the style, whatever one you like, you could do a simple two-step, which is like trappy kind of pattern. So that's the two-step. If you just bring it out more, it's gonna finish the whole pattern. Do one more, hold on. So I mean, it's super simple, but you don't want to keep it there because that's really annoying. So usually what I'll end up doing, depending on the genre, but let's just say we're doing trap, I'll set my 4 bars. I'll delete. I mean, I wouldn't. Alright, just set 1 bar. That's basically what I'm trying to say. So just set 1 bar, and then I'll come in here, and then basically like the key to having like good hi-hats is to just have variation in each hi-hat, so it doesn't sound repetitive, because we can hear that it sounds the same on every single hit, and it just sounds really annoying to our ears. So you kind of want to come in here and by hand like tweak these to make them sound, and I like to do opposites too. So I just did the second one like 2, 3, 6, or like 2, 3, 5 and stuff like that, the evens and odds. So basically, I don't know if I'm making sense, but just like every other one, you just kind of want to tweak it just a little bit, not like too crazy. So that's already starting to sound a lot better. It just sounds a lot more human. And then usually what I'll end up doing is selecting the whole pattern, right click and drag through the top bar, Alt R, that pulls up the randomizer, and then you tweak these levels here for velocity, which is the strength of the note hit, and then the panning tweaks the amount of panning. If you go all the way, it'll tweak them all the way in that setting. And then velocity, you can see how it changes the velocities here. I don't want them to be too different, but it's just a little bit different, and so it doesn't sound as robotic. And then what I'll do from here is basically just select all of them, Control B, that copies them over, and then let's see, what else. Usually I'll have my snare down first, but I'm not doing a snare in this pattern. Let's just imagine that there's a snare here, right? I'll usually put a hi-hat roll after the snare, so you're going to want to put one down right on the same thing as the snare. Let's say the snare is right here, and then you're just going to want to highlight that long note, Alt U, that's the chopper tool. Depending on the style, you know, drill likes to use these like really fast rolls, but trap is not really so much with like that fast. So let's just do something like that, and I might even delete like half of them, and then let's just hear how that sounds. Sounds okay. Again, adding a little bit more variation. We're here in the velocity envelope. You're just going to right click and drag down in a diagonal pattern. It's going to create this like little thing here. You can hear what that did. And then go into the panning. What I like to do is go all the way left on one side, all the way right on the other, and then just try to get these like even, sort of like something like that, I don't know, which sounds pretty cool. It's just like a little ear candy. Okay, and then now that I have those rolls and the whole the two-step, just copy it over, and then so I'll have 4 bars of this, and then that's basically the hi-hat pattern right there.